And we are back on Big Board Sports. Nice to have you with us this morning. And as promised, a little visit with Andrew Platek. We remember that back in the days, the former News Channel 13 All-Star, averaged 25 points at Guilderland, a really good player in the 5-1-8, and then a little prep school, and then, wow, North Carolina comes calling. So you've had quite the run, and you're only a freshman. Let me just say good morning to you, Andrew. We appreciate a few minutes and the time to catch up.
I'm great, man. It's good to be back. I appreciate you having me on again.
All right, Andrew, let's start with the rigors of your schedule, right? Trying to adapt to playing at a major college basketball Division I school at North Carolina. You got the academics to worry about. You went from Guilderland Prep School, North Carolina. Just put this into perspective of what it's like for you right now at NC.
It's been a ride, but honestly, it's been over in the blink of an eye. Here and was working Coach Williams' camp over the summer, and all the work that's gone into preseason just to get ready for that first exhibition game, even, and then just going on to playing our non-conference schedule, getting a few games under my belt, kind of figuring out how I fit in here and what is there to do, and just the difficulties and the rewards of such a tough program and schedule.
Has any of this been kind of an eye-opening experience? I mean, I would imagine you set lofty expectations for yourself, but 12 points in 10 minutes against Portland, your season high in terms of points, and then you go for 11. You're in the doubles again against Western Carolina. I mean, at any point, are you pinching yourself this season? Like, I'm a true freshman playing for the defending champs, and you were contributing big time in the non-conference.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a testament to the work I put in, but, I couldn't be here without the teammates that I have, like past and previous. They did a really good job of setting me up and finding me. And, in those games, I was shooting pretty well, and I can only thank my teammates enough for getting me the ball and giving me a chance to contribute in ways that I am helpful to the team.
We're talking with Andrew Platek, former Guilderland standout, now doing big things in his first year at the North Carolina, one of the highest levels you can get to, playing for Roy Williams. Andrew, let me just ask you, going from Guilderland, Coach Parks, to a couple of years later, fast forward, North Carolina, Roy Williams, what areas has your game improved from then until now?
It's crazy because, if you ask me if I thought I'd be playing at North Carolina, my junior year at Guilderland, I'd say you're out of your mind. But I just kept getting better, and one of the things that my game really improved on was just taking better shots, being more efficient with my shooting. And in the Nike UIBL, that I led the league in three-point percentage for a long stretch. And that was just one of the things that kind of catapulted my game into this next level, and I'm able to do that here as well.
And Andrew, the people we talk to back home here who still keep a close pulse on what you're doing and how you've improved your game, Steve D'Agostino, certainly one of them. He's told me how much of a better defender you've become. How critical is that, not just in Division I basketball, but especially if you're going to play at a Power 5?
Exactly. You're playing the best players in the country night in and night out, so you need to get on the court here. First and foremost, you need to be a good defender, and you can't come in and hurt the team and by blowing defensive assignments or not being able to guard your man. And that's one of the most important things, not even at the college level, but at the pros. You see guys staying in the league not because what they're doing offensively, but they have to guard their position or they're not going to have a job. So that's just kind of the approach I take to it. It's my job to guard as well as I can, to buy into the system that we're doing, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job of doing that right now.
Andrew, let's talk about Saturday's matchup at Notre Dame. Should be a good one. We've got the local product in you, and then at Notre Dame, we've got the former LaSalle standout, Elijah Burns, playing at Notre Dame. What is it about North Carolina this year, your team, that makes the Tar Heels pretty good?
Well, I think we have the experience with Joel and Theo. We have the guys that have won before, and Joel was the MVP of the Final Four last year, and to have a guy like that returning for us and leading us in that direction. Luke May's really come into his own. He's playing out of his mind right now, and just like learning from these guys. Kenny Williams is having a fantastic season so far. So I had the privilege of learning from these guys every single day, and they've done it. They've done it, and they're teaching me the things that it takes to be successful at this level. So this system, this Carolina system and family that we're all bought into, is the reason we're going to be successful and hopefully make a deep tournament run this year.
What was a wow moment for you, either just on campus, at practice? I know it was a little bit different because you did have some time away from the Capital Region as you played prep. But when you get to Carolina, something that happened on the practice court where you just kind of went, whoa, I'm playing with some of the best kids in the country.
There's been times in practice. I mean, the first practice that I had, I was like wow, we're here. Like, I'm here. I don't know what's going on. A million thoughts are going through your head, but there'll be times in practice where, like, Joel will be unconscious and hit, like, 8 threes in a competitive scrimmage, like, back to back to back to back to back. I'm like, these are literally the best players in the country. And so I have to just take it in stride and know that, these are the best, and I'm so grateful to be playing with them.
Andrew, let's talk about maybe getting a game here in the Capital Region. How about coming to play at CEFCU Arena against UAlbany, coming to the Times Union Center to play against Siena? It's wishful thinking. It probably is not going to happen. But how about North Carolina against Maryland? What about that matchup?
I wish, because I'm still very close to Kevin. We talk a lot. We still text a lot. The only way that would happen is in the ACC Big Ten Challenge, and maybe we can get a call up to the higher ups and see if we can make that happen, because I'd love to play Kev just one more time before our careers are done, because I got to get him back.
Or how about in March, man? Get you guys together in March at the big dance.
Yeah, that would be even better. And I wish Kev the best. He's playing really well right now. But Big Ten is tough too, and hopefully they'll get a good seed, and we'll see them later in the tournament.
Andrew, we appreciate a few minutes, and just so you know, man, we run North Carolina Tar Heel highlights whenever we can, especially when you're on the court and scoring. We're paying attention to what's going on. Continued success to you and to North Carolina the rest of this season.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate the love and everything, and I'm just can't wait to rep the 518. I still love home, and I'm a New York kid at heart, so thank you.